Hey everybody, welcome to the Hamakua Homestead. Let me turn off the ice maker, hold on. Hey everybody, welcome to the Hamakua Homestead. If you're new here, my name is Tiffany, and today we are doing our third installment in the Make It March collaboration. What are you doing? If you haven't heard of the Make It March collaboration just yet, go ahead and check the description box down below. I have all the other channels that are participating. For the entire month of March, you're going to see a video every single day from one of 7 collaborators. And the goal is to teach you, and to teach ourselves, different recipes on how to use our canned goods. For today's recipe, we are making lasagna. So first thing, you're going to start off by cooking your lasagna noodles. Each package will have its own description on how to do so. This one was for 8 minutes until al dente. Then you're going to go ahead and grab a large skillet. For this recipe, we are using ground lamb, but you can use lamb, mutton, pork, beef, whatever you want. It's your kitchen. You can even use sausage if you want to. Brown your meat along with 1 whole onion, as much garlic as your heart desires. In this case, I used 5 cloves. Cook this until your meat is no longer pink and your onions are soft. You don't want your lasagna to be too liquidy, so make sure that you drain off the liquid that you've created in the bottom of your pan. Now it's time to go ahead and stir in your pasta sauce. In this case, I'm using 1 quart of my home canned marinara sauce. But you can use whatever kind of sauce you want. Shoot, I was even tempted to use my home canned pizza sauce. I think that'd be really good too. 2 to 3 tablespoons of tomato paste. 1 full tablespoon of Italian seasoning, 2 teaspoons of salt, 1 teaspoon black pepper, and a couple sprigs of homegrown oregano and homegrown basil. I think this would be considered your outdoor pantry, no? Or you can use dried, you can use freeze-dried, you can use fresh, dehydrated, store-bought, whatever you have. It's okay. Wow. Simmer uncovered over medium heat for about 5 minutes until the sauce has thickened. In a separate bowl, combine 1½ cups of mozzarella cheese. I cubed it up. I would suggest you shred it. I think that would work even better. ½ cup of shredded Parmesan cheese. 2 to 3 cups of ricotta cheese. And ½ cup of parsley. And I used 1 large egg. I suggest maybe using 2.
Yeah, that was
Okay, so here is where it gets a little bit tricky. I have been having in my mind throughout with these portions what I planned on doing. My sweetheart is not a big fan of canned meat, but I really want to give it a try, see how it does. So we're actually making 2 lasagnas. So it equals out to not 2 lasagnas according to like a regular recipe, but hopefully we'll have just the right amount. I'm going to put just the meat sauce that we have from our ground lamb into this one, and then in another one I'm going to also add a layer of canned mutton. So we're going to have the ground in with the tomato sauce plus a little extra yummy chunky goodness as well. Suppose it would be considered ugly mutton. ugly mud. It's so hot in here. Meat noodle cheese, meat noodle cheese. Okay, got it, got it. Let's do this. And now it's time to assemble your lasagna. I cut these noodles directly in half to try to make these layers. Meat noodle, cheese. I think I need more noodles, so I'm gonna do 4 on this layer. Then we're supposed to have the last layer be noodles. One of the really cool things about this recipe is that you can make this ahead of time and put it in the refrigerator and just cook it tomorrow. That's kind of cool. So now we're gonna go ahead and assemble the other one. This is the really cool part. This is a jar of lamb that I canned in August of 2021. Lambs, they have a lot of fat. So I'm gonna drain the liquid out of this. This is my new jar opener. I've never used it yet. It has a magnet. My friend gave this to me. Wow, that was too cool. Okay, I'm gonna drain the liquid out of this, but I'm not gonna worry about getting all the fat out. That's just pointless if you ask me. Okay, so I'm going to grab a plate and I'm going to break this up because it's in pretty big chunks. There's a whole nother layer for us to do. We could start out with our meat sauce again, just like we did with the other one. And a layer of our canned lamb. It would be a lot better if you were to have shred the mozzarella. The chunks are not proving to be great for this whole spreading idea. Just something to keep in mind for when you do this. If you were to use just the meat by itself like we're doing here, and make the sauce without meat, you could do it that way, or you can make this meat sauce that we just did with this meat. Several options, yet again. Okay, last layer of cheese. I have a lot of extra noodles left over, so I'm not cutting these in half anymore. I'm trying to use up my noodles. Okay. And there it is. And there we go. We have lasagna. Wow. Right. We are going to put these, we're going to cover these with foil and bake them at 350 for 45 minutes. I will have all of the final measurements that I used listed in the description box down below. Battery low. New battery. Our lasagna has been in the oven at 350 for 45 minutes. Now we're gonna take it out, put more cheese on it, and put it back in the oven. I marked on the top, I don't know if you can see that, but this is only fresh meat. This one also has the canned meat in it. Ooh, it's looking nice, nice. So for each of these, I am using half of the thing, half. And Parmesan cheese. And because I have it, a little bit of Havarti. Now stick it back in the oven for another 15 minutes or so until the cheese is melted and golden brown. Uncovered. It's been in there for about 15 minutes or so, but the cheese is melting, but it's not browning the way that I want. So I'm gonna throw it on broil for just about 2 minutes or so, keep an eye on it, and then I'm gonna pull it out. Now, all we need to do is wait about 15 minutes, and then we can do our taste test. Okay. Our official taste tester is on the way. Ooh.
What kind of meat is the canned one?
Lamb. Well, they both have ground lamb from the freezer, but this one also has canned meat. Never made lasagna before.
You never have. Looks good.
So our taste tester is here. He is not a fan of canned meat. The first one we're trying has both the fresh meat and the canned meat. The second one, just fresh. I'm going to try this one.
That's very good.
You like it?
I prefer not the candy in it though. I definitely prefer that one.
Yeah.
Did you get any of the meat?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can
I did.
definitely tell with the texture for sure.
I prefer that one.
But what do you think overall about the lasagna as a whole?
I'd say very good. I think it could use a little more red sauce, but it's very good.
Yeah.
I like the ricotta mixture.
Yeah, it has Parmesan, mozzarella, something. And then on the top, I added a little bit of, what's that? Havarti cheese too. You like it?
Which do you like better?
I like them both. I think the only difference is the canned meat is more likely to get stuck in your teeth.
Yeah, I have a piece. If I didn't know that it was lamb, I don't know if I would have been able to distinguish between beef and very, very yummy.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Thank you.
We have gotten the seal of approval from our official taste tester, but I have not converted him to canned meat just yet. Don't forget to check out all of the links down below, and remember, every time you comment on a Make It March video, that is an entry to win the prize at the end of the month. Lisa will put all of the comments from a random video throughout the month into a random comment generator, and that person is going to win a pressure canner. That's going to do it for today, you guys. Thank you so much for joining me today on the Hamakua Homestead. I'll see you again soon.